Hello, I'm Dr. Sheldon Cooper and welcome to Dr. Sheldon Cooper Presents Fun with Flags. I'm just kidding, guys. This is Hari. Today I'm going to be talking about Dr. Sheldon Cooper's character from Big Bang Theory and Dwight Schrute from The Office. And actually, I've been a fan of these two shows from a long time and I've watched them more than a couple of times. As I started rewatching these two shows, I noticed a lot of similarities between Sheldon and Dwight, and I thought I'd share a few of them with you. If you haven't watched these two shows yet, but plan on watching them in future, don't watch this video, guys, because there are a lot of spoilers ahead. So, spoiler alert. Let's get on with the video, guys. The first similarity between Dwight Schrute and Sheldon Cooper is the purpose of both these characters. So you have the main character with a purpose, and this purpose is what drives the character and drives the story. But since these are sitcoms, this purpose in itself is not driving the story. But there are a lot of other characters which are also considered to be the secondary or even the main characters per se. But yeah, this purpose is what defines this character. If you consider Dwight Schrute, he wants to become the branch manager. He wants to become the manager, and he keeps saying this from season 1. And he finally attains this goal. He achieves this goal in season 9. Whereas Sheldon Cooper, he wants to become a Nobel laureate. He wants to be a Nobel Prize winner, and he keeps saying this from season 1 till season 11, and finally attains this goal in season 12. Now, this is one of the major similarities between Sheldon Cooper and Dwight Schrute. Now, the second similarity is the personality of these two characters. Now, in The Office, Dwight Schrute is a character who is dominant, who's an alpha male, who is a very cutthroat and straightforward, no-nonsense, narcissistic person. Whereas in the Big Bang Theory, Sheldon Cooper is a childish, needy, self-centered genius, and also has a lot of affinity towards intellectual stuff. The third similarity between Dwight Schrute and Sheldon Cooper is the quirkiness, nerdiness, and geekiness of both these characters, and their affinity towards pop culture, sci-fi shows, sci-fi films, and online RPG games, comic books, and dressing up as their favorite characters, and mythological characters from their favorite franchises. And let's talk about Dwight Schrute now. In an episode, he's seen playing Second Life. It's an online RPG game where he plays himself. Yeah, this is an online RPG game which Dwight Schrute plays in the TV show, where inside the game he plays himself. Yeah, he is assistant to the regional manager even inside the game. Now that is absurdly hilarious, and this is one of the best bland traits of any character I've ever seen in any TV show. And this is one of the major aspects of Dwight Schrute's character which allowed me into liking his character more. And it's freaking awesome. He could have played the President of the United States if he wanted to, and yet he chose to play himself, and where he's still the assistant to the regional manager. That's amazing. Now let's talk about Sheldon Cooper. He's seen playing this game called Age of Conan, which is an online RPG game here again. So this is a similarity between them. And also, he's seen playing Dungeons and Dragons throughout this TV show. In a lot of episodes, he's seen playing Dungeons and Dragons with his friends Howard, Leonard, and Raj. Yeah, I called him Raj and not Raj. On top of that, Dwight is obsessed with Battlestar Galactica and Game of Thrones and a lot of anime, and he's very nerdy. And at the same time, Sheldon Cooper is, if not more nerdy than Dwight Schrute. I think he's more nerdy than Dwight Schrute. He's obsessed with everything. Star Trek, Star Wars, Game of Thrones, Firefly. I don't even know what Firefly is, but still he's obsessed with a lot of TV shows. The fourth similarity between Dwight Schrute and Sheldon Cooper is the place of both these characters in their respective universes. In Dwight Schrute's character, if you take as an example, he is the best salesman of the branch, Scranton branch, throughout the TV show. Whereas in Sheldon Cooper's case, he is the best physicist or the best researcher in Caltech. The fifth similarity between Dwight Schrute and Sheldon Cooper is their relationship with their girl besties. If you consider Dwight Schrute's relationship with Pam Beasley, it's very pranky from Pam's point of view, and because Pam always keeps pulling pranks on Dwight, she tries to make Jim laugh at Dwight's expense. and Dwight always perceives this as Jim who's trying to pull the prank on him, and he tries to retaliate. He always hurts Jim instead of hurting Pam. Maybe subconsciously he still knows that Pam is also involved, but still he doesn't want to hurt Pam in any way, and that's pretty sweet of Dwight. And this can be also seen mirrored in The Big Bang Theory. Penny is kind of a pseudo mother to Sheldon. Penny has always been there for Sheldon. Whenever he fell sick, she sang Soft Kitty and helped him come out of it and get better. And even Sheldon's helped Penny a lot of times. Especially, I remember the time when he saw her naked and touched something else instead of touching her arms, and that was pretty funny. And it's kind of a mother-son thing going on there, and it's there on both the sides, in both The Office and The Big Bang Theory. The sixth similarity between Dwight Schrute and Sheldon Cooper is the relationship with their frenemies from their respective universes. For example, if you take the relationship of Dwight Schrute with Jim Halpert, they kind of have a rivalry kind of a thing going on from the beginning of the TV show, from season 1. And this rivalry kind of evolves to become a very friendly, lovable, heartwarming relationship in the end. And this relationship and this evolution of the relationship, it's aided greatly by Pam Beasley's involvement in both their lives. She is also a very good friend to Dwight Schrute, and at the same time Jim Halpert is her husband. And on the other side, you have Sheldon Cooper and his relationship with Leonard Hofstadter. Sheldon's always belittled Leonard's work, and he uses Leonard like a busboy or a driver or some guy to help him go to the dentist or take him to the comic book store, something like that. And but this relationship, although Leonard is being used as a tool by Sheldon actually loves Leonard. He keeps saying that you're my best friend / roommate, and although they have an agreement and all going on, I don't know what kind of bullshit that is, but still they have a very soulful and very earthly relationship. And this relationship again is helped by Penny. So this kind of a parent and kid thing is evident in both these relationships. The seventh similarity between these two characters is their families. In The Office, we've seen Dwight Schrute talk a lot about his mother, his parents, his ancestors, and how they migrated from Germany to the USA. And we've seen his cousin Mose in a lot of episodes, and his cousin is pretty shady, eerie, and has a weird vibe to him. In the finale, we also have an episode where everybody from the Schrute family come together and they talk about their heritage and essence of Schrute family, and the Schrute farms is shown to us. And on the other side, we have Sheldon Cooper, who's a lot of attachment for his mother, more than that for his Meemaw. Again, Sheldon Cooper has his twin sister, who's also seen in a few episodes, and his mother especially is seen extensively through a lot of episodes. Her mother brings in a certain type of holiness to the Big Bang Theory. The eighth similarity between Dwight Schrute and Sheldon Cooper is their romantic relationships and the women they are involved in romantic relationships with. In the case of Dwight Schrute, if you consider the relationship between Dwight and Angela Martin, both Dwight and Angela are from the two corners of the spectrum, and yet they fall for each other, and they have on again, off again relationships until the end, and they finally end up marrying in the last season. On the other side, you have Sheldon and Amy. Both of them have similar backgrounds. They've had similar childhoods, flawed. Even they end up getting married in the final season. These are all the existing commonalities which I noticed in these two shows. I know I might have forgotten a lot of other stuff too. If you have anything to add on to the list, then mention them down in the comments. I hope you like this video, guys. Share it with your friends who are fellow Big Bang Theory and The Office fans. And stay tuned for more such content and a lot of stuff which I'll be talking about: cinema, music, sports, you name it. Ciao. Bye-bye.